Welcome back to the second episode of my 4-part series, Beyond the 3D Realm. In today's episode, I'll be talking about feeling beyond the 3D realm. What have I been feeling and what is possible to feel? Don't forget to check out the first episode if you've not yet, which I talk about seeing beyond the 3D realm. And don't forget to look out for the last 2 episodes coming soon, where I'll be talking about hearing and sensing. Let's get into this episode. So, feeling beyond the 3D realm. I've heard a lot of things how people are feeling beyond the 3D realm. You can do this during meditation, you can do this during normal everyday life. You could just be sitting watching something on the Netflix or whatever you're watching on the YouTube, and suddenly you're feeling stuff. I would say I feel things more than anything, and not by choice. I find I'm always being touched by spirit or whatever it is. I know I have a lot going on in this house, but first I'll talk about what I've heard other people say. So during meditations, for example, my friend was telling me today actually how she had a meditation and she literally felt a blue avian come up to her and touch her on the face like this, and how she felt like instant love and healing and abundant energy coming from the blue avian directly into her. And she was like, she woke up crying. It was like a major experience, which is really cool. So we can experience like feeling and touch through our meditations, like directly from our guides, from galactic beings, from whatever it is that you're choosing to connect with beyond the 3D. I will go into my experiences because, like I said in the last episode, it's best for me to sort of touch on my experiences because that's what I know, and that's the best thing that I can be sharing with you now. I've had a lot of feeling experiences, some good, some not great. What I would say I have quite daily is touch. So I do feel being touched a lot, especially when only when I'm relaxed. So whenever I'm sort of relaxed, maybe I'm reading, maybe I'm watching something, maybe I'm cuddling with Sage, and I will feel like not an uncomforting touch, but it's normally like on my leg or maybe on my arm, and it's sort of a touch like, like I'm here, like, hey, I'm here touch. At first I used to hate this, but I've got really used to it now. So I just feel like whatever it is that's around me just enjoys to contact me that way. So I've just sort of accepted it. At first I really wasn't accepting of it, but I'm used to it now. I either had a really playful guide before, or I had like a menacing spirit in here, and I feel like this is not here anymore, or they've really calmed the fuck down. But this was the time I went into fear a bit around when I first started getting a lot of touch and hearing a lot and seeing a lot and stuff. I would go into fear to begin with, and I've really got to a place now where I don't fear much in that sense anymore. I'm really more understanding, I've learnt more, and I'm in a better place, I guess, for having a contact. But when it first started happening, I'd say more intensely, since I moved in this place about a year ago, and I would have it before, don't get me wrong. I definitely dealt with touch probably most of my life, but I've been much more aware of it in the last 2 to 3 years. I chose to ignore it most of the time, and it's only because I still, in a way, like it's not really anything to talk about, like, oh, I feel someone touching me, what is that? But this one time it did scare me a lot, because I often wear hooped earrings, but I've not got hooped earrings in. But do you like my new earrings? Oh my god, they're so cute. Hey, aren't they so cute and witchy? But I had hoop earrings in, which I often wear, and this one time I felt like I felt like a few harsh grabs, so I sometimes feel like harsher grabs. This, not recently, but especially in this time where I felt this like menacing something around. It grabbed my hoop earring and like yanked on it, which was like, I didn't enjoy that. So that was me feeling beyond the 3D realm, and I did not enjoy the hoop grab. Another time I felt beyond the 3D realm was in a lucid dream, and I'm going to talk about this lucid dream where I met an alien, which I think was a tall white, and they weren't so friendly. They wasn't a friendly alien. So I will do a story time on that lucid dreams. During that, this like tall white alien grabbed me quite harshly on the arm, and it was very real. It was a out of body experience, but you know, it was, I don't know if that really counts, but I do remember that's when I was very grabbed vividly, and obviously I could see because it was, it was the alien grabbing me because it was a lucid dream. So anything else I felt beyond? So I often feel like my hair being touched as well. I clearly should have wrote some notes because I forgot a few things, but one of the main things I forgot was that when you can feel the temperature change, so it's like hot or colder, or you might feel that in a touch or just an area of the room. This is a clear sign that there's some kind of energy or spirit that you are feeling beyond the 3D realm. So you can look out for that as well. I don't have too much, as you can tell, to share on feeling beyond the 3D realm, but it is the one that I have the most, and it is always the same. It's kind of boring because it's always the same kind of thing. It's like gentle strokes, and I'm glad because obviously I felt being grabbed, and like when I was saying when my earring was grabbed, I was often feeling like I was being grabbed, like and this wasn't long. This period was like a period before that lucid dream as well, so I feel like it could have something to do with that lucid dream and that those beings, but I did feel often around that time. It went on for a few weeks. That's when it would almost come alive and it would be trying to grab at me and things. Spirits, and he can see all that stuff, so he was very much seeing. Weeks at me. A part of me wondered if it was maybe like my attention, and I knew it wasn't spirit just me because I know they can feeling it mischievous. Because obviously my cat or my he was very much seeing what was going on and chasing it like crazy around the house, and he hasn't been that crazy for chasing a spirit in a long time, so I definitely feel like whatever hearing beyond the 3D realm.